Bowling has leveled a barb at Dr. Holness concerning accepting a salary increase and used the word chopper in the parliament. A word that he used outside, he perhaps to get himself into problems. Dr. Holness, during his contribution to the budget debate, said the opposition leader has been the highest paid politician in the country. And he really is being paid just to talk, and oftentimes he speaks nonsense. Dr. Holness drew for a hat which had anti-bad mind on it and said he'd offer it as a gift to the opposition leader. And the uproar in the House, some opposition members, I was taken aback by it. I heard one opposition member shouting in the direction of the Prime Minister, "Give it to your wife. Give it to your wife." You say, "Give it to your gal." Okay? That's what was said. And I thought to myself, Sheva, having sat there and heard that I have interacted with a number of former Prime Ministers, Mr. Seaga, Mr. Pattison, Mr. Golding, yes? Mrs. Simpson Miller, and it would not occur to me to speak in such insulting and derogatory manner to a Prime Minister or a Speaker of the House or any Jamaican for that matter. The conduct of the opposition, yes, has brought the Parliament into disrepute. As you will remember, Siobhan, listeners of the opposition, it is parliamentary etiquette that when you're leaving the House, you acknowledge the Speaker. They decline to so do. They have conducted themselves in a manner that is disgraceful, and I think it is time for them to take a step back.
Only Philip Paul will alone do it. You know, watch next week. Only Philip Paul will bow when he leave the house. Watch and see. Only Paul will do it.
And Lloyd, I mean, you heard some of the things that the senator has heard in a lot of these sort of remarks that sometimes do not make it out to the general public. Is that behavior in keeping with parliamentary procedure?
It is not necessarily in keeping with parliamentary procedure, but I dare say, Mr. Senator, over these many years, those sort of remarks, have always been there, part and parcel of what happens in the cut and thrust of Parliament. Yes, some of them of late, I think, have really gone below the belt and ought to be condemned.
Here, from when does not make it okay, Light B. Light B, you're losing the plot.
Say one of them called Mrs. Holness on derogatory name yesterday though. I think they call her the B word yesterday.
Light-hearted jab
at
the opposition leader, and the response from the benches on the opposition side is to give it to your gal, and pardon my French, that the gal being the Speaker of the House of Representatives, that is a little beyond the pale. Let Lloyd B answer the point, and I'll let you talk, Senator.
No, that is outright slackness, and it is ungentlemanlike, it is unparliamentary, and outright. And but what I want to still suggest, though, is that there has to be some common ground found to deal with this problem, because from all indications, based on how the senator is speaking now,
I'm trying to teach her to call Mrs. Honest girl. I'm
finding some common ground between the two factions. Then it's going to become a regular feature of the Parliament, and where will it end?
But I don't know that should have been a feature, let alone a regular feature of the Parliament. But the senator wanted to make a point. Abka, please go ahead.
Yeah, I got disconnected not too long ago, but I was about to say I'd be surprised if Lloyd B, as even a former PNP candidate and MP for Central St. James, would not admit that the conduct I just alluded to is an aberration on the Parliament. You know what, Siobhan? I tend to agree with Mrs. Holness. The majority of parliamentarians conduct themselves in an appropriate manner, including members of the opposition. And what I have observed, and I believe Jamaicans should appreciate, is that there are few members who they attend upon the House of Representatives, and they appear to have the intention of provoking Mrs. Holness with insolence and disregard. And you listen to me carefully. you hear them speak, they evince fakeness and insolence. And they cannot match up to Mrs. Holness's qualifications, demeanor, as a woman from Spanish Town who has worked her way up. Yes? Hard work. And is now among the highest constitutional office holders of the land. But they do this because they feel that they can get away with it. So I'm going to say this. The Jamaica Labour Party is fully in support of Mrs. Holness and her insistence that the Parliament of Jamaica must be conducted in a manner in keeping with agreed guidelines. And no amount of editorial, no amount of slander will have us resign from our support of the House Speaker in an attempt to do what is right.
Tell them,
and I mean, the narrative creeping into the public domain about should we have a speaker who is not
the independent speaker, yes.
That does not happen anywhere in the Commonwealth. But very, very few places, if any. So that's the kind of narrative that emerges when the Jamaica Labour Party is in office. There are people who feel that executive authority should be watered down. But I believe that sort of executive or legislative authority, I should say. But that sort of narrative is transparent, I believe, because it is being offered by individuals who have ulterior motives. But the bottom line is that Mrs. Brownberg's conduct was disgraceful. Having accepted that she was wrong, she should have apologized. And the effort to denigrate, smear the Speaker of the House of Representatives are a disgrace. And Mrs. Holness has been doing what is right in, I wouldn't say posing, but applying the standing orders as they should be applied. And it cannot be that us as legislators in Jamaica, Trevor, Lloyd B, call on society to be disciplined. Yes? But us as parliamentarians are willing to excuse indiscipline. And when we misconduct ourselves, we decline to apologize and commit to do right. And this is why I suggest that perhaps there needs to be a sit-down, maybe a special small group of persons from either side to chat this thing out, because clearly I get the sense that some members on both sides of the House are not sufficiently of faith with the standing orders.
But Lloyd B, isn't it a bit, Angela Brownberg, I think this is what, her third term now as MP, and most of the members who are behaving in the conduct are the senior members, not members who are new to the parliamentary process.
Yeah, that's part of the problem.
Travis, I tell the people in that.
The opposition leader tolerates the misconduct, and oftentimes he's the chief purveyor of the indiscipline in the parliament. He was among those who stood. He was among those loyalities who stood when the marshal was directed to do his duties, and essentially blocked the marshal from escorting Mrs. Brownberg from the chamber. And every parliamentarian, I learned at 12 years old, when you interfere with the mayor, you are to be ejected from the Parliament of Jamaica. Yesterday, we saw where the opposition leader insisted on a point of order, suggesting that Minister Vaz was misleading the Parliament of Jamaica. Every parliamentarian who is off fair with the standing orders, no, that is not a point of order. Some of us do it, but when the Speaker says that's not a point of order, or the President of the Senate, we comport ourselves accordingly. But the opposition leader insisted, despite being briefed, reminded by the Speaker that misleading the Parliament or the Senate, the House, is not a point of order. Yeah? He insisted on raising a point of order, an alleged point of order along that line. And I tell you what, the conduct I see the opposition parliamentarians getting away with. On the government side, would not be allowed to get away with that because we have leadership. Dr. Holness will not tolerate it.
You hear that?
A big part of the problem is the willingness of the opposition leader to condone and to promote the indiscipline among the opposition ranks.
Well, gentlemen, unfortunately, that's all the time we have.
I know them are going to say me I get talking point, Bridget, don't it? I know they come with them are going to threaten me to rattle, but me dead now.
Lloyd B. Smith. I thank you both, gentlemen, for joining
Me dead no chat.
For the best.
Chat.
And then we come back.
Me dead no, Lexi.
Why?
Because everything when me cuss I said today, I've wrap it up nicely in the decent farm. And
Yeah.
now they come with them and say me I get talking points no Bridget, but me dead now.
Yeah.
I know that
Me
it's
dead
sweet.
now.
I know that you know, Madam Speaker, it's sweet me up cannot get the little dog shit. No time for talk. You know, I have to take the floor. Have to take the floor and never get a time.
And that me can't understand, Bridget. The man was a farmer member, the speaker, and him really had to them police.
Then Nikisha and them crumble man. And then usually no Nikisha usually suck off man. So you respect her.
And I come call first lady girl. Give it to your girl.
What me want to know though is this, right?
Chef.
I want to ask you something. Hold on there. When she used derogatory terms, I use derogatory terms to refer to the speaker. Because you're not supposed to insult the speaker. That's not grounds to kick her out of parliament.
She not said when she did on mic. That's why.
Huh?
Oh.
Exactly.
Whether she said pan mic or not, she said in the house.
No, man, because she not said pan mic, because she can't deny it.
No, nothing to do with it, Munchie.
Answer that to pick it up. Answer that to pick it up, man. Answer to pick it up.
We need a new marshal.
I like that the House Speaker did not buy into that. Because I tell you, most of what they say is an invitation down into the gutter because they know they thrive there. So I love the fact that she didn't say anything to it. But here's what I really want to say, Munchie. You know, go water down yourself.
Mrs. Holness can say, turn off your mic, then I said, dirty girl.
No, Petal. Go on your bed, Petal. Go on your bed.
Petal, as me
Go on your bed.
Petal, as me tell you, we cannot accept. Hold on, guys. Petal, we cannot accept the invitation to go down into the ghetto, into the gutter with them.
No,
they thrive there. They love it there.
No,
they love it there. They thrive there, and that's why I advise the chat. No SYM. Anybody come in and say something, we don't need for SYM. Then we can argue every point.
I support
right?
Them one. Go support them.
But
no. Let's make one here.
The program. Decent people on the program in Alexei.
Stop. If you don't agree with what I'm saying,
stop telling me stop because the truth I'm forgetting. Them I tell people things so people will tell about them things.
Hold on, man. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, at least
not how it goes.
They disagree.
Bridget, you will not do it. Other else people are do it.
That is why we have leadership and we have seniority.
I have decent people watching my live. I don't want them to mash it up with us.
Whether we not do something wrong, Lexi, as young people, we as adults can't sit down and agree with those things. We would be just as bad as you. So we have to tell you the truth. So
me not bad.
No.
Me not bad.
Make
respect where it is due. I give respect where it is due.
What you're saying, we cannot sit here as adults and agree with you and share
one agreement still.
No, well, the Madam Speaker do not want our channel to go down that road, so please, if you want to be in them way, then
anybody tell me, anybody in the comment section anything is hard. It's why
No, sir. You obviously know, sir, when Mrs. Holness turn off your mic and say it, you know, sir, joke me, Mrs. Holness not going to do that. But what I would like to see is this. There has to be a way. Nikisha can't sing in the parliament and I disrespect her because I don't know if you did hear yesterday. Because one of them called her a name yesterday in the parliament that is not fit for airplay. Did you guys hear that? Not knowing it.
Yeah, me here.
Yesterday when you heard that. So it look like somebody call her a B. You understand? So you can't sit down. You can't have 63 people sitting in the parliament and not giving at least 50 of them dead. And Nikisha, I go say them something half mic. we're gonna just do like we're not here because I'm trying to pick
Exactly.
it up, Munchie.
Patel, there have to be a professional.
Patel.
No, hold on 1 minute, please. There have to be, irrespective that nothing might not have happened at that time, there have to be some form of internal disciplinary committee that will take care of this ongoing behavior. Pretty soon you're going to see it because it's ongoing. They're not retracting. They're continuously doing it, and pretty soon you're gonna hear that they've been disciplined
And Mark
internally.
cause all of this, you know. Mark
Thank
Golding.
you,
They have to.
Exactly.
Thank
PNP
you.
not play clean.
All of
So why we
the
be play
people
clean?
leadership.
Munchie, may I beg your chance, please? Let me just say what me I say, may I close back my mind. Because one, I don't want it to be misunderstood that I'm saying nothing should be done about what was said. I'm simply saying, I am glad Mrs. Wholeness did not take the invitation to go down in the gutter with her. Because if she answered in a one derogatory way, she got in the wrong too. Right? She got in the wrong too wrong to make it right. Right?
I agree.
That wasn't even the main part of my argument. When we really want to say Munchie.
Travi, and me say it, and me say Mrs. Wholeness to turn off our mic. Me others not mean that.
No,
because
me
Mrs. Wholeness
not
said
talk about turn off our mic or anything like that. The point
No.
where me clearly make to respond to her in a we know how Jamaican cussing going on, nothing nice, not saying a cussing.
the
Yeah,
clerk,
but Travi, if you did hear what Abka did say, if you did hear what Abka say, it happens previous time and the speaker do not speak and it should just ignore it.
Yes.
And even if you
Yes.
want to take her speech
Yes.
and she says she not tolerate it no more, she'll go
Yes,
start
don't-
reprimand
don't-
people.
don't-
That's what she say.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Let me let go that point because me can't do the back of it right. What you really want to say to you is Munchie.
Yesterday, Mark
You know,
Golding said
hold on,
something.
Olympic.
She not gonna answer, Travi. She not gonna answer them there.
Travi line. Make us stop talk over. Make it land.
All me as simple as say, Munchie, you will not water down your commentary to make PMP feel comfortable. Enough things we out here say because it is right and because it is true. You'll find the people in the house are going to say it too. Remember, Munchie, upon yesterday, come and ask you, say, how Mark Golding to allow him mouth to say, oh, this is a growth strategy. What is wrong with that? And we see the Minister of Works come and ask the same question in a parliament.
Yeah, we now water them
We
ourselves.
not small up the argument because they will come and accuse you of getting information or insight. No! We can have great minds think alike. And because we are think and are talking in the right way, other people they say what we are saying. It don't mean so we are communicate.
Yeah, because it not take rocket science, Bridget, to find out say there's no leadership in the PNP.
I have one thing to say, madam.
And you're Mr. Barnett, whoever one the PNP man say it and Apka say it. There's no proper leadership in the PNP. Like B. Smith said, Petal, there's nobody in the PNP to say, stop this, let us fix this, let us go and talk it over. Because Philip Palwell was supposed to be the leader in the opposition business. We're in the parliament from 1962, who know right from wrong, who know the standing order, who knows and Angela Nagwan good, is afraid to speak up and it's a shame.
Philip Morley or that case right here.
It's a shame, Petal. Because as Apka rightfully said, no labor right can't look at the situation with Malawi Fort Bridget. You see it, you're hearing anybody in the parliament, Rhea Carr put out a statement and said anything.
No,
they can't.
They can't do it.
Because Prime Minister Prime Minister don't operate like that.
No, we can hold it, but if them ever disrespect her in there, the Prime Minister would never be happy about
it. You know, see, even when we're past the bill, Travi every minute, Malawi Fort have an amendment and Nesta listen and then he move on. He not say nothing derogatory, not disrespect her. The PNP don't have any leader, comrade, advocate. Come in your comfy here news. Me tell you how it go. The PNP under Mark Jefferson Golding, comrade, advocate is the worst it has ever been. No leadership, no integrity, no decency. When you have Angela Brown Burr, comrade advocate, I disrespect the parliament, I disrespect the rules of the parliament, and I double down and say, oh, she have Paul Boglan, she not change. Disgraceful.
Beside our British leader,
in In fact, Munchie, Mr. Holness stood up to Mark Golin's defense and saying, I want to hear the white argument anymore on the political platform. Nobody knows to do it on the political. And if you not do the private interview, leave it alone. Because it's not statesman-like, proper. Mr. Holness,
I want to say something.
Carcass. Mark now leading carcass.
Mr. Mark is despicable, Travi. And that is why the people behind him is despicable. Because as say, and the PJ, this brand of PNP where the marker come with could not happen under Percival, James Party. So you could have never disrespect the country like this and the rules of the parliament under Percival. Never. And that is why we know say Mark Golden as a leader is a weak leader. And Philip Powell is a disgraceful leader of opposition business. And Mark Golden cut off the whole of the opposition bars and the senior member of the People's National Party. And everything that is why Dr. Clark say Mark Golden. Remember what Dr. Clark did say, Travi? Remember what Dr. Clark did say with them?
Emasculate is the term he used.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
He said yesterday.
It is obvious now.
Me go repeat what Antenna say. Antenna say,
Speaker.
why are we all in power with his
Speaker.
ISP when his baby mother took his vehicle and picked the other?
Because Antenna, we answer that. Because we can separate Palwell, the parliamentarian, from Palwell, the disgraceful outer public. And Palwell know the rule, Antenna. Palwell know the standing order. Palwell sits in the parliament, as Light B. Smith say, from under PJ time. This has never happened before. This is an indictment on Mark Golden.
Then we have them bantering, but never go this low call all the speaker bitch.
Thank you. And I look at Nikisha call the speaker bitch.
Look
Olympic.
who
Look at Nikisha. And Nikisha big old woman and no man now claim she. She no man now claim she nobody now married you. When you go on podcast and the people them ask you, who are we to say many men? You can't, Nikisha, let me tell you something, little girl. Let me tell you something. You can't smell your dress crotch. Let me tell you something. You can't walk in as up because you can't up because tell you not decent. Let me tell you not the nasty way. Because you're nasty girl. Let me tell you this. You can't walk in and not even miss Oldness yard slippers, Nikisha. Because no man now claim you. No man now marry you. No man now own you. You can't look at you. I call Mrs. Oldness girl. Are you a girl? Because you're not even you're ruffle up all over the place. Nobody now claim you. You date many men. When Julieta your age, she married already. When Julieta your age, she married already, Nikisha.
And I take on one man. You have to go on that. You have to go on that. And a knife for the plastic surgery.
Exactly. And she never have to do her body if no man married her, Nikisha.
No man, with all of the money you spend for your body, no man know why.
And after all the surgery you do, somebody still not claim you.
The amount of coffee truck when they pop in your Nikisha. You look a drunk.
All of the people, them, after all of the surgery you do, nobody still not claim you. No man still not want you. You are still girl in the street. All the surgery, the plastic surgery you do, you still not married. But when I was growing up, I never see myself married. You're right, because you see yourself as a whore. That is why.
One part we up in a Gillette pussy. The Mollipa cocky truck when a Nikisha whore.
All right, better.
Jesus Christ.
What do you mean, all right?
Madam Speaker.
All right, me understand the frustration, but we don't want to set up camp in the gutter.
Yeah.
Intelligent
Let me say
conversation.
something. Yesterday when Mark
better, all right.
Madam Speaker.
When she don't have
You understand
the frustration.
tell her so she forgot to do better.
Petal.
I'm going to tell Lester to take down the post and have more Marlene.
Oh, Jesus. Petal, me they are wait for put in my 2 cents.
Look here, go and beer.
Put in
Look here now, Madam Speaker. Yesterday, the opposition leader was giving a toast is not the word. Somebody help me with the word. When he was speaking about tribute to you heart, he make reference to a point that he didn't write a speech.
He never wrote a speech and he didn't work with him so much years.
All right. That shows you the level of respect that one has for somebody who help you along the way. That's one. Two, he also make reference that Mr. Uhart was not on a thing the parliamentarian. What you call it? Traditional parliamentarian. And he did things in a haddock way. Now, what we are seeing from Mark Golding is that he comes to the parliament believing he is a U-Heart. As such, he is conducting the business of opposition leader in that way. He is not willing to learn how parliament works or set precedents so that there can be a standard on the opposition side. What he has done so far.
I believe the comparison is a disrespect to Mr. Hughes because he was a statesman.
Exactly.
Mr. Hughes was a statesman. We can't
but him saying never write no paper. So that a disrespect.
But Olympic, what he said about Mr. Art, that goes to show you that Jamaica Labour Party government and administration do things different, because he had nice thing to say about him because the man was a decent and an honorable man.
And him train him.
That is why we're saying that for the first time, Travi, we can't say that about the PNP, the opposition led by Mark Jefferson Golding.
Exactly.
Because they're not no class, Travi. They're not come to do government business, they come to come campaign.
Where there is no leadership, the people perish.
And that is it. Olympic. That is it.
I beg you not to miss it. The law practice that Mark Golding is now currently leading as a senior partner is that of Mr. U-Heart, and you now have a tribute prepared.
That's what I said, Travi. That is the big talk.
I like him drop out the night before Parliament. I morning when they go Parliament. After last week, in drop out.
Travi, that is the argument.
The man not have no class, no decorum, no about
so no kind of leadership. The problem is money can't buy him. What we parents tell we when we little?
Go to Larry.
Money can't buy what?
No,
money can't buy class.
The argument
done. Buy class.
That is the argument. Because say the lady, plastic body lady, with fear pupa pastor, Angela Brownberg, who was a married woman who has children, come to the parliament.
She have children?
Yes,
Make you look at what the one.
Come on, you want to not deal with the thing in a constructive way. Look here, no man, no stop the talk the things them in a professional way, man.
Son them, somebody bully them and blah blah. Yeah, man, she said.
She have children.
Olympic.
Yeah?
What are you expecting from Angela when Angela's father is one of Jamaica's most wanted, notorious gangster? Then what are you expecting? George Brown and Anthony Flash were when I was young were Jamaica's most wanted.
Somebody else to be her father.
No, that's her father.
You know, she talks about her father.
No, that's her father. No, that's her father. So bottom line, what are you expecting? Yes, because she want to move away from the stigma. But like you see the behavior in Parliament. Where is she coming from?
Exactly.
Thank you. You can't expect anything. But class is class. If you see how that woman carry herself, but she's classless.
And Mark Golding is classless to Empress. Don't forget that, because I love how Apka put it out decent, you know.
Breaking news.
That's why I have to stay over TikTok and them stay within there, because I have been saying it from morning. Mark Golding, Angela Brownberg, Dayton and many men, they are the face of the PNP, and under freedom leadership, the PNP has scraped the barrel bottom Olympic.
Yes.
Just like the pit latrine.
Even Eastern Westmoreland MP, whose voice is of the baseline that before the election. After election, he has no base.
No, that is why I'm going to put Dayton in the list. Mark Golding, Peter Bunting, Angela and Nikisha, they are the four despicables in the parliament. That's why Apka say he's not the entire opposition bench. And I'm not going to say the entire opposition because me watch Parliament from Parliament start and I know the code.
Just no participate. Just no participation.
Just is
none
part of that cabal. Not even ISAT. Not
ISAT
even
is
ISAT.
true.
Not ISAT.
Not
It's
even
true.
ISAT. It's not even Dayton. Dayton will fly up in about that. Dayton are toward the party line because Mark and leader. So me have worked together a lot with them, but not even ISAT.
Yes.
And not even Jess.
Noel
Jess
on a part of it.
Jess only lie.
Chris Brown, Russell, them are not part of it.
But you see the 2 St. Mary man them? The 2 St. Mary man them are part of it.
Them are part of it, but them not behave that way. Them not have no outbursts like Nikisha. Nikisha the main player still.
But where she come from?
And Angela. Yeah.
Where she come from so powerful?
Thank you, Bridget.
Yeah. Them are the most
powerful. Let me tell you what she do.
Olympic. Me kind of surprised you asked that question, but me answer. It's electric body or electric burst, I want to call him.
Plastic.
That is stunting side piece.
Jesus.
Stunting done with a long time.
Stunting are the leader of the Rice clan. And him being her side piece in those feel like I said she have that power. Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah. That's where she
Petal, when they come at the hospital with the plastic in them all about of them body, cause me little half tell me say them body tough like a rock stone. I saw it go.
Me yes, she see. That me here.
That so my wife tell me say them body have a different order too. When those people. So now watch how they look. Is it a fact that when people
not every one of them, but Nikisha stink.
Look here, Madam Speaker, Petal. Don't them me here say them body tough like rock stone, not true?
Yeah.
And no matter how much press you want, press no man no want them because the body tough, you can't rub it down. Can it not go nowhere?
No, it not tough, but
look here, lady. Leave me alone. You hear me tell you, Lexi?
You see, sometimes when you say some things, people
me here say me no know. Me not deal with plastic.
But me I tell you say it not tough, it just firm.
Look here.
Some of them don't even tough. Though some of them
look,
don't
I mean here man Lexi.
Olympic.
Some of them not tough and some of them don't firm them Lego.
Olympic. Alright, Lexi Olympic. Me I have enough meat in the middle. Alright? Olympic is not tough, it's hard.
Okay, thank you. And as a man, we don't want nothing hard.
Sophie. She
anybody have nothing hard, Travi, I must we. A man fi have hard things. What we have to get up with no hard body woman beside. We have a man. That's the problem. So then confused. And children can't get nobody if you look on them properly. They want to take it out on people. That's a problem. But let us move on, gentle people. That me say.
I'm afraid I don't know.
Hey, I was glad when Apka. Well, let me finish. Can I go take a shot? I was glad Apka did not give Light B any space to come talk. The little foolishness when talk with us stay. Apka get out everything from down and belly bottom this evening, and him never afraid to call a spade because some of them would have come pretty it up. I'm glad Apka did not pretty it up. Him talk the thing exactly how it go. And I come talk about how we are going to meet. We're not meeting nothing because them the people, they don't have a leader. We are going to say stop. So how you going to meet when you don't have a, how you going to meet when you have a leader, when the marshal come, you stand up and put a barrier around the lady who do wrong. How you
add me back, me I switch my phone. The one I did. Add me back.
Okay, man. I was happy Habka got the chance for place all of them over there properly. So come right on the camp.
The advocate want to contact you, Madam Speaker. Where Madam Speaker gone, man? These people have no respect. Mash up Jamaica and I try cow we down at the same time. Me not understand. Mash up Jamaica, you know, and then come up try beat we down on top of that.
Out of order. That's why I don't listen to none of them. Because at first me and Los Angela picnic, I'm a listener. I don't listen to those people. Because those people who supposed to know better, Angela supposed to be the one.
You know that she was an American citizen too?
Me don't know nothing about her, my love.
She one of them with that risk in her citizenship.
When I learned about Angela was when I with her husband, that Paul Burke, the brown guy. That's when I learned about her, and you know, through NNN, but I don't really know much about, apart from that there is, and that's been a long time I knew that. But, yeah. I was wondering, where's Paul Burke? Where is he? Where's the husband?
In Broken Gang Flow one
side. He come out a protest with them when they made a protest.
No, sir, Max. Let me tell you what Max said. What Max name again? Max said in breed, see ya. Max says sitting in a chat.
Breed,
young girl. Say again, Max.
Oh,
you know, no time for this. Can breed a young girl.
Oh,
God.
You know, say the
what a syndrome. That's a syndrome that
fight did broke out when him breed they say him breed Erica.
Breed who?
Erica Virtue.
Oh.
And baby mother.
So who walk with spray go parliament?
Man, have business with them.
Every day you say you no business with them, Bridget. I don't know what you're saying.
I don't know me I say it. Me not listen to them, the people. No matter a munchy kind of me get on the softer side that I might. We take a one and me can tolerate them long. You know, Petal, the other day when Nationwide I sell the thing where them I sell now, the premium stuff. Me say me not buy one, you know. Me not buy one of the premium slaughterhouse, what it name. Luckily me never buy them, cause you know me drop them already though.
Remember why?
Eh?
You know like George.
Look here, when me class everybody. Cause George get it too.
So why?
Because them have two comrade man up there. I probably told me class them they probably me know them see me text. Them have two comrade man up there the other day.
Me think of this morning, me see y'all send something to them to Bridget.
Me say every time me catch them, me class them come in their business.
Is it the lawyer guy and the one from Canada?
Me don't know if he come. Me don't know where them come from.
No, they're guests. They were guests.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. No. I mean and that two work. Saeed is I think he is a PNP, and the one from Canada.
He's fully fledged a PNP.
Yeah.
Nothing no in a
hello, Saeed. I know those two men for destroy Mrs. Oldest, and he never stopped them.
When that happened? Yeah. When that happened?
About 2 morning ago.
Yeah, about 2 morning ago. He never stopped them, Empress. Right?
A man from Marvel he is. I suspect he is. What's his name? One that comes on Fridays.
Oh, can Nationwide have two analysts with them know everybody. No, so them lean to the PMP. And you have it, two of them up there. It's not like you have one.
What were they saying? Give me an example of what they were saying.
They were talking about.
Them long, but me know them.
They were talking about the same thing in Parliament, and
they
was saying that Miss Coolness, the way she came across.
But Bridget, you never say a side personal program that you know.
I don't
aside a PNP, so you know expect them better from him.
So where the program they come from?
Accountable for that.
So where that program they come from?
Mr. Price. Me not Said no speak for Nationwide because Al Tyrone, you never hear when we play with Tyrone rubber out yesterday evening.
Isn't Tyrone one too? That's what I'm asking.
And Tyrone say no, but Tyrone come from Marvelous, so Tyrone automatically comrade.
Okay.
And Tyrone never mincing words. Cliff not mincing words. Judge worse.
Look here. It come on, me not a side program, me I say a nationwide. Right?
No, and that's how it come.
A nationwide. I don't know. No, but a nationwide, it come on. You say a side program. It's a nationwide produced program. So Cliff have to talk to him and say, hey, you cannot do that. You have to split the thing down the middle. If you have a comrade.
Lexia says somebody for other back.
Like how you have a comrade, you have another person, but you can't have it trade up there and beat down the lady. Of course, let me see.
Me see it. Bridget. Me say, Lord, Bridget. Madam Speaker not there, you know. So, who fi add can add and then something there.
They must go jump. Somebody have to go jump down or something like this. Bring my flexi. So me glad me did done with nationwide from local election, you know. Me did done with them. Me just a soften up to back to nationwide. But I was going to buy one of them thing the other day. Luckily me name buy because other cancel it immediately.
You know your petal say if you buy.
Me not buy petal because you know me can't team already. And At least little thing you say me.
Then you go if you buy you can have a voice because you go be inside member and you can be part of the production.
Bridget,
them not go like what me say.
Bridget, that is why APCA say no amount of app editorial, no amount of app ed, no amount of talk commentator cannot make the government change Mrs. Owens from the speaker. Are the people who come on side program and the people then get to write the data and the article and the glean upon the weekend, one night glean and one of the observer to say that we need to look into an independent speaker. I never hear that yet.
You know, publication matter. So me now remember to ask you.
Exactly,
because if editorial and observer was suggesting that. But you know how we know how editorial go, right?
Exactly, Travi. Exactly.
These CMPMP people write it and send it in and then publish it.
Exactly, Travi. Exactly. That is why APCA said it, because we put politics aside, Travi, because we don't know me big and tribal and we don't mute Bridget because she not around. If the PNP was in power, would you want the PNP to give the JLP the speaker? Where do you get that from? Would you want an independent speaker?
There's
nobody
no
independent in Jamaica. Not one somebody independent.
There's no such thing as no independent in this country. Move with that. Jamaica have liberal and PNP.
Exactly.
That's it. Thank you.
Also, Travi, hear this I know, Bridget. Hear this I know. And APCA said it, but you don't know because me no talk straight for me something I mix up and me don't know. That time I stay at TikTok because the people over here know what me I say. APCA said, Travi, anytime the JLP is in power, the talking heads and the civil society group don't want Jamaica Labour Party administration for them. We not qualified.
They want
executive power over everything.
Executive power must be watered down.
Thank you.
And legislative powers must be watered down.
Thank you.
When the JLP is in power, and that's rubbish.
Under the 18.5 years of PJ, nobody suggested an independent speaker, you know.
No.
Nobody suggested it.
The country a mash up.
Okay.
All when Omar Davis said, run with it, nobody no say nothing.
Hear this.
Exactly.
Omar Davis actually come out and admit that he
remember how they changed. So
that what he was about to do.
Remember how they changed the standing order to protect Portia, because remember Bruce fixed it so we say the Prime Minister can answer question in the Parliament like what they do in England with the Prime Minister question time. Remember how they changed it because Portia couldn't keep up?
Yes, they say you say you have to wait must be 2 weeks or 2 months or something.
And sometimes when she come back, when she come back, she still not come with the answer.
Yes,
and I think people protect her. Okay.
And that's why
Garfield Burford
that's why
whole wrote that.
And guess what?
That's why
Munchie,
Garfield Burford did whole wrote at the front, out of the front of Parliament.
Thank
and
you.
that go mention
That
that
time
the
he stand up
reporters
right
then take
behind
it
him, you
on.
know.
The
That time he stand up close to them.
The reporter then take it on and start to ask her the tough questions them outside of Parliament. And it exposed her ability to respond to the question them, thinking on her feet.
He said the place never catch, I know a lady catch a place of fire. You don't remember that?
Yes.
Remember that, man.
Right, let me stand up when she attract them foolishness.
Apana Maxine Bunny down. Apana Maxine Lighty.
And a Maxine man, a Denise.
Denise, yeah.
Denise.
The next thing again too is when they ask her the question about she says she find money about the budget. And she who found money. And you remember find money, which part of myself?
Yeah, man, we have all kind of stomach problem. Don't make me laugh today.
But you know more to Munchie's point though. Come on, speak to Munchie's point a little bit more. You see, even Omar Davis, he admitted publicly, speak it out in Jamaica for everybody here. Say he knew that when they spend that amount of money for run election, they run with it election.
Jennifer.
He knew that it was going to cost the country dearly. And his excuse is, oh, we had an election to win. And you know here, nobody, no place now, Bondo. The resignation, not near here.
Jennifer Counts, I think I called it. No, I called it the solid waste person. The solid waste person.
Yeah.
Well, I see him comrade. We're not business for Jennifer, Margaret, or Natalie. I see him all comrade. She not protect. So all that freighter we want name. See him comrade.
One time our husband called me, that a Porsche husband called me. And then give him some talking points to come. Come talk to me about some technical sitting, brother. Lord, that's why I say picnic figure at school. Because they come to wind me up in a munchie, but I not get tonight. And when me hold him, I start, he might go tell me how big him is, you know. But show me a little sprat. And the attack dog then send him to attack me. My God have mercy. When me done with him, I me remind him, say, and Hanover I come from, you know, Madam Speaker. And me tell him who I'm family, and me tell him who are for me pooper. In quiet like a lamb. And
all right,
Jennifer, what should the name again? Jennifer, what her last name? I don't remember.
You want
Speaker, you did know, say, the lady when named Miller and Portia husband a close family. Edwards,
Jennifer Edwards. Yes, Jennifer Edwards.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
You mean the woman who we get the Hanover seat?
Yeah, man.
No.
You never see smoke without fire.
Yeah, man, a close family, man.
You never see smoke without fire Olympic. Because remember, then they give Craig Watts the seat. Good, you know.
No, Craig Watts did get that one, the man. Craig Watts at the east side.
Perkins for you, yeah. But you never see smoke without fire. You can't tell.
Yeah, man.
You never see smoke without fire. But look here, look Olympic. Look here now. Follow me now. We have to go back to the PNP and know when the PNP in power, or they trying to change things and the civil society. That is why the Prime Minister said in the Parliament, Travi, that when the PNP is in power and the PNP are rushed through a bill that is good for the country, no civil society group, no reporter, no problem, nobody have any problem, nobody from the government, from the opposition bench do anything because we put country first. But when we in a power, everybody want to run country. We like we're a sitting duck government, Bridget. We just run and win, but when time to govern, we not qualify for govern. We're not good enough.
And that's the dunce argument coming, you know.
Remember, you know, at one point, in the Porsche administration, even Ardisha was upset and fed up. So Andrew too quiet, Andrew now rush them, Andrew now fight.
Yes, because Andrew allowed them to pass all of the fiscal rules them without no opposition. You remember the show? I don't know if you found watch it, Travi, with Julia Roberts, what's her name? When it's a real story. Then say when the oil company contaminate the place. In him Erin brother recovered it. In him for the woman we do the real story. When she go around and test the water plant, them realize it was contaminated and it give the people them cancer. Anybody in the comment section watch it before?
Mississippi.
You're talking. You remember when
Mississippi one?
Yeah, me know if I some part down in the far part. Mali said, Mali know everything, want to with Mali. Yeah, Mali, you remember that show the Mali? And because she never have no degree, Bridget, because she never have no degree and no qualification and she get the work, when time come for the real work go on and the liar work for go on and put her aside so she not qualify for the work. But she know the work, you know, Bridget. And she do all of the grassroots work and go walk around the, see Gracie put walk around the whole town, test every water treatment, get the people and tell her who this and who that, and she do all of the groundwork, you know, Bridget. When a time now if you go to court now if you try the case, they then put her aside, say she not liar, she not bright enough and put her aside. I saw the PNP stay with the Labour government, Travi.
Yes.
We do hard
But
dirty
it will
work.
never happen no more.
We do hard dirty work, Travi. We go around, look, vote, Bridget, walk up and down, put on green shirt, run up and down back at government, back a party. When time for govern, no, we too done.
But another, one minute, Travi. One minute, Travi.
Economy, we must lower crime, we fix hospital and them come and see them do it.
And I think that again, when Melissa Andrew go hard over go get the money and hard over and get and play according to them, get when forget and know when him fi spend it, him not spend no.
It's good for him. It's so good for him, Bridget. He can't make money. He must go look the money and carry come.
Yes. Because him boy he go beg and he go Africa and he go yet and he
so much money.
Fine. Right? And when him beg you and get you know, you can't spend it, Papa.
Like a partner, Bridget, just save a lot of money and to your partner, get the partner to your mother, say, come, give me that money and too much.
That's a thief behavior, people.
Yeah.
It's a thief in people mindset that, you know.
We do all of the dirty work, Bridget, in the country. And now when our government feel lead now, here come a sitting up because anytime Labour government in a power, we can't do nothing. We need the executive oversight for everything. When the people vote for Andrew Holness, I never see a son hurt Mr. Antenna yet. More than when the people then talk about oversight and committee and board, Bridget. I hear the word because of them.
When Papa Nana said PNP ears not ear where PNP mouth say.
Exactly. Olympic. Look, you are Travi. You know, look and tell me then. When the standing order was last amended, can remember, you know, Olympic. And this is a very important question, guys. You know, look and tell me for me, Mali. Because here's why I ask the question, Bridget. Because the PNP would want us to believe, say, since Mrs. Holness become the speaker, she has put these rules in place.
No.
This is how them are going, Bridget. I knew something this they never see it before.
Yes.
So me want to ask anyone of the bride comrade them petal, when was the standing order last amended? And we can
you see,
under poster time Olympics.
You see, Sandra. You see, Sandra are the next like a young guy nationwide. Not the one where Bridget not like Sandra.
Yeah, me know Sandra, man.
Sandra was talking about it and Sandra said, Mrs. Holness has brought so much order to the
so who they are chat and the minister? Hold on there. The minister there, how you Mr. Wanya Petal?
We didn't know say my compa thing there, but
you want him? You don't want him?
Sometime
this fiscal year, I imagine that must be quite the sigh of relief for you. You've had a journey with that hospital.
Yes, it's been a real challenge, and I'm happy that there seems to be a very clear path to its reopening. I've seen the work. Continue to monitor and track that. It will be a day of relief when it finally opens. But I'm encouraged. I think I see where the A&E will be open maybe the middle or just after the middle of this year, which will take a lot of pressure off the current A&E at the Mount Salem Clinic, which we can now restore that facility. And then thereafter, several other areas leading into the end of the year and possibly early New Year. The same should be said, by the way, for Western Child and Adolescent, which is on its final lap, hopefully this financial year.
So, the people of Western Jamaica, St. James and its environs, I just want to say to them that it's coming, and the facilities there and the services offered will be, from my perspective, the best, not just in Jamaica, but in the Caribbean region, and the bed count and all the other things. So it will be worth the wait, ultimately, because you're talking about 2 new institutions, totaling about close to nearly 750 beds, and various services. That's Dr. Christopher Tufton. He's the Minister of Health and Wellness. Thank you for joining us this evening, Dr. Tufton. All the best.
Back it up, because we don't catch you first, man.
We take a quick break and then we come back with a round.
No go on.
When they back him up and make we know, you hear him travel.
No, he not say nothing different when never said this morning.
In perspective. We want it to be in the nurses and the doctor them perspective. Kind of then, deal with the day-to-day running of the place. We want it to be in the CEO and the sister nurse and the doctor them perspective. And we want them to be saying, Bridget say, it is the best hospital. And we want them to feel like it should be the best and operate as such. Tufton can't tell me say, it's not going to be the best. Because I do the day-to-day, the crosses them, we don't tell with that.
Don't know it. Don't know
regional, yes. Because Tufton can say that it is the best in a Bridget because I put in infrastructure, But what about the people that work there? They don't feel like it is the best. It's not going to be the best.
I'm ready now. Hi, good evening. It's good to hear from you, Dr. Tufton. I've had a chance to look through the report, Dr. Tufton, and it seems clear what the panel essentially suggesting is that the crux of the management and governance issues at the UHWI is the peculiar nature of its setup, as in it being duly operated with the UWI and its regional partners alongside the government of Jamaica. And it seems the reporting relationship is not quite clear. Is that your understanding as well? Well, the committee, I think, did a good job in assessing, in a much broader context, the kind of historical legacy issues around the operations of the UHWI. Some are linked to what you have just said. Other issues, of course, are linked to just the sort of operational culture and the less than effectiveness of some of the oversight bodies to do what is necessary to ensure the levels of accountability that are important. But yes, as outlined by the committee, there was a level of ambiguity around where authority lies, who makes decisions, and even the laws that should guide some of those decisions. And the committee was clear that the UHWI is a public body and therefore subjected to government legislation. But up to a year or two ago, the very university was seeking legal advice, the legal officer internal of a private law firm to determine on that, which says a lot. It certainly says that even internally up to a few years ago, there was still uncertainty around that position. So I would say that played a big role, but it's not the only issue as outlined by the report. But on the matter of governance, how exactly now will you as the minister go towards tackling it? Obviously, you have to consult with, as pointed out, the University of the West Indies itself in terms of determining much of this, but is there a path forward? Yes, there's a clear path forward, and the first thing I did, having received the report and examined the report, was to take the report to the Cabinet of Jamaica, the Prime Minister's chairman and cabinet members for a presentation, discussion, their input, and a signing off of the way forward. So the approach is to get the full backing of government, which I think we now have. I have as minister. The next thing was to take the discussion to the board, which I did the same day. So Monday at Cabinet in the day, Monday evening at UHWI, where another round of discussion took place and got the board to sign off on a way forward. The committee did express confidence in the board and what the board was doing, given since the report and some of the operational issues they were trying to address. So I mandated the chair of the board, the chair of the committee, and the permanent secretary to have an initial meeting in the next few days to use the recommendations to outline a roadmap and agree on that path where some of those recommendations are going to be driven by the board because they are systemic issues within the entity. And in that regard, given the kind of cultural dysfunctionality of the organization as identified by the committee in its good judgment, I think, recommended an external player, a firm, to guide those decisions and that sort of behavioral shift over at least a 1 year period, which we agreed to. But then beyond that, there is a role for the ministry, certainly as it relates to legislative review. So the University Act, along with the Custom Act, the anomalies that lie there, even though the Custom Act should supersede the decision-making around issues of waivers and so on. The University Act gives a kind of blank slate for the university when it was designed to have these waivers, but the Custom Act obviously does not. But there are other issues that need to be, so there needs to be some legislative review, which we have to drive at the Ministry of Health. And then the issues around the partnership. The university is a public body, the hospital that is. The University of the West Indies is a regional institution by charter and therefore requires, but it's important that that partnership works, and it works not just by meeting the mandate of teaching and service provision, but also by virtue of oversight. And that oversight has to be seen as a responsibility of both the GOJ, the institution itself, and the University of the West Indies. So those conversations also have to take place to move the process forward. We're up on a brief break. Dr. Tufton, please stay with us. Sure.
Sure.
The other members of the board will, in their own judgment and their responsibilities, determine what the next phase of the leadership should look like. And clearly they have to observe due process. I hear the calls sometimes for removal of persons and sort of drastic, radical decisions. And those who make that call don't understand, I think, sufficiently how due process works and what the implications of some of those decisions are relates to what the laws are and how those laws should be followed. My view, my responsibility is to appoint the board, to have confidence in that board to do their work, and as supported by the committee, the board, under the leadership of Hilton, seems to be moving in a direction that is addressing the issues. And I believe part of that addressing of the issue would be what the role of the current CEO is or should be, and whether or not the time for extension should be taken in terms of resolving some of the issues or otherwise. And I'll await their decision and recommendations. Have you had a word with Mr. Fitzgerald Mitchell based on his legal advice that he should not appear before the PAC in terms of the concerns raised there?
It's not my role to get involved in that. I mean, he is well within his right, I believe, to he and others, because they're obviously the investigations that are taking place involves law enforcement agencies and so on. They have their right, and I think the individuals have their right, as all of us do. And I'm sure he will exercise that right. I don't think I'm in a position to give advice to anyone on this matter in that regard.
But aren't you concerned about an official who essentially falls under your portfolio has essentially suggested that he does not wish to face the oversight body at this time?
Like I said, we all have rights and we all have responsibilities. And everyone is entitled to pursue what they consider to be rights. Now, their rights may not align with, the final result of a process, but it's certainly not my role to try and pronounce judgment on any of this, except for putting the systems in place and the people in place to resolve the issue. And I think that is taking place, and I think we should allow that to
continue. Fair enough. And then further, Minister, further afield, but still within the realm of health, this matter of the antiretroviral and the antiretrovirals for HIV/AIDS and the concerns that we could face shortages. How does the ministry, in terms of addressing that, should we have a potential solution soon? Well, I did do some checks. There are a number of areas of health services and health products that have been affected by factors within the wider society. The war in Asia, the shipping lanes, issues around cost. I mean, condoms, for example, is a big issue. You would have seen that internationally as part of the whole sexual and reproductive health. The same for some of these medications. I was told that there were some disruptions in the supply chain due to what has been happening. But there are supplies in country, but in different locations, but not in all locations. And that provisions could be made to redistribute in order to satisfy the demand by those who need the product. So that is the latest I've had today from the National Health Fund. So what I do is advise persons to, if they have a difficulty, to contact the National Health Fund or their local medical clinic or medical officer. So it's just a matter of redistribution. There's no concern that we could see ourselves, considering the importance of antiretrovirals in HIV/AIDS treatment, that we should have no concern that there should be a shortage. Well, I don't like to speak in extremes because I don't know what tomorrow or next week will bring, given the real uncertainty in the space. So but what I would say is that the reports I have from the team suggest that they need to do some redistribution to satisfy the demand for the products. And what persons should do is contact their local officers or health centers for follow-up with the NHS or directly with the NHS. And Minister, the matter regarding the concerns about there being a shortage of doctors as a result of the exit of the Cuban medical personnel. I know you've told the Nationwide News that you have the potential of contracting some of those doctors back, but in the interim, how's the solutions that were previously put forward, are they working? Well, they're working up to the point where we have replacements that are immediate, with the anticipation of further replacements coming in. We had about 42 or so of the Cubans who remained and were given individual contracts. There are others who have expressed an interest, and we have an offer for them, depending on whether they come back or not to return. The interviewing of diaspora medical workers who had applied to an ad that we had put out has been taking place. I understand they have interviewed about 30 or so. I think they had shortlisted about 80 of the 138. So that's happening, and I do expect that they'll make some offers to those persons who are successful. And you would have heard that we signed an MOU with the Indian Foreign Minister, who was here this week, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and himself, in my presence, which will pave the way for a conversation with India around bilateral discussions on health workers. We have engaged a health system out of India, who I visited when I was there, Apollo, and they were here last week. And we signed MOUs with Nigeria and Ghana. I may be going to Ghana soon. And I think that will lead to further possibilities. Now, we are also locally graduating a number of healthcare workers, either through the Barwin Scholarship or our in-house training. So when you combine all of those, I think the solution to filling the gaps and even going beyond that is very possible. And I would say that over the next number of months, we will see more persons coming into the system, particularly in the areas where we don't have the local talent to fill those gaps. And finally, Minister, CRH, I know that you've said in the news that it's finally going to be complete come sometime this fiscal year. I imagine that must be quite the sigh of relief for you. You've had a journey with that hospital. Yes, it's been a real challenge, and I'm happy that there seems to be a very clear path to its reopening. I've seen the work, the finishing touches, and the team have made some commitments for this financial year, and we will continue to monitor and track that. It will be a day of relief when it finally opens. But I'm encouraged. I think I see where the A&E will be open maybe the middle or just after the middle of this year, which will take a lot of pressure off the current A&E at the Mount Salem Clinic, which we can now restore that facility. And then thereafter, several other areas leading into the end of the year and possibly early New Year. The same should be said, by the way, for Western Child and Adolescent, which is on its final lap, hopefully this financial year. So, the people of Western Jamaica, St. James and its environs, I just want to say to them that it's coming, and the facilities there and the services offered will be, from my perspective, the best, not just in Jamaica, but in the Caribbean region, and the bed count and all the other issues things. So it will be worth the wait ultimately, because you're talking about 2 new institutions, totally about close to nearly 750 beds and various services. That's Dr. Christopher Tufton. He's the Minister of Health and Wellness. Thank you for joining us this evening, Dr. Tufton. All the best.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Mr. come back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. Well, I for one is looking forward to the opening of Cornwall Regional Hospital, because that has been a big albatross around the Jamaica Labour Party neck. We know it is not Tufton's fault. We knew we inherited a faulty mash-up hospital from the PNP. We knew the challenges. We knew that the storm come and mash it up. So that me not blame pan Tufton. I am so happy to hear that this fiscal year, what that means, say, by 2026, 2027, that means by next year, March.
2027, yeah.
All right.
Next year.
I am happy to hear that, Traffic, because I want to see the back of Cornwall Regional once and for all, and we can move to other hospitals, and Tufton can focus on other things. And this time, I don't think it's going to take so long, because all the other hospitals will be built under NARA, and under NARA, them can move faster, and then have to wait for the long procurement process to put this out to tender, and then the person sign off on it, and then the other person, when you bid, you send back it to the bidder, you make it sit down for 3 months. All of them process they cut out. So we're just gonna identify the supplier. As long as the supplier meet the criteria, then we just get to work and build the other hospitals. So I'm looking forward to the rebuilding of the Kingston Public Hospital and the NARA, and I think Tufton can redeem himself. I not have no cussing for game, because me already fixed up in business already, bought the board and put in place up there. So, but some labor right tell me, say, Madam Speaker, wait on the investigation from the authorities, and I'm going to wait to see even the question which Siobhan asked about the Mr. Fitzgerald and Mr. Ming Chong, all them people when I come. I understand why them not come. Because they can't do like Dennis Garden, Kerry, because if Dennis Garden realize late saying should I keep fee mode shut. So they not follow, they not be a Dennis Garden. They might take their lawyer advice and keep their mouth shut, because anything they say can and will be used against them in the court of law. So I don't wrong them. They might keep their mouth shut. Good idea. I don't mind. I don't mind if they not come, because we already have Dennis Garden. Speaking of Dennis Garden, I want the Malawi Fort sort out the paperwork for Dennis Garden come at the ethics committee yet, though, God. I wonder if Malawi Fort start the procedure there so the parliament can grant the permission for Dennis Garden come back at the ethics. Yeah, I choose Jamaica, I wonder. Eh?
Munchi.
Yeah.
Me just want give a little rundown health ministry. Just a little bit of work on the health ministry. So you have the St. Diego Park Health Center.
I know you know less than tell me what going on health ministry. I can fix, I can cover up. So I can get it good. And I'm a sheep, I'm in a bed. Go on now, take it away, because I know you have to change the final speech for the health. Go on.
St. Diego Park Health Center expansion 75% completed. Then you have the Old Harbor Health Center expansion that is 83% completed, right? Because me have to show these things, because me tell you something. See the health minister we have right now, I want to best ever, and people now seem to acknowledge that and accept that.
Because we're frustrated, Travi, because the low hanging fruit, we keep fixed up, will be fine.
Honestly, I understand, and that is why I say we have to look into what is going on. You have the Greater Portmore Health Center also, which is a complete rebuild, a brand new building. I think that is at 80% completion as well. Hold on, I'm gonna make sure me get the facts. Let me get it. Yes,
yeah, look for it.
72%. See me, I put you up at 80. 72%. Now, if anybody know about this Greater Portmore Health Center, you know, see how huge it's more that it's about 3 times, if not 4 times, the size of what currently exists, what we inherited. The completely new building that is being built, it is roughly 4 times the size of the one that already exists.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I look for the information now for Spanish Town to tell you which part Spanish Town reach.
Look for it, my love.
Because these things are very important.
Yes, very important. And I come right up when I tape that, because when I tape everything what I say, but when I tape the good things then. So when I tape this now, and these are all the positive things that is happening in the health sector. Don't only listen to me, because me now go come down for my train until me train reach about this train stop. But Travis reach a train stop already and listen. Mali says Spanish, so just 40%, Mali, from the time.
Remember, say a brand new bill that in a 6 floor, they just come out of foundation ready again.
Yes, I understand.
We have to give them the time. I want if you build good too, you know.
Yes.
Sarah, you stress me out to find all of this something. I mean, I did put all of them together already. I want to change up something for.
Yeah, man. Go and look for it, because the people need to know what is going on in the health sector. Even though when they go to the doctor to do one like a test, Travi, the people send them cross the road, go pay, then if you know, say government have put things in place.
And that is why I say, Munchi, that the minister needs to change his approach, and he needs to be going into the different hospitals, them announce when he might go. Just go.
And talk to random people and ask them how they long then there, why are they there? And they can't even tell him, say, tough, then you know, say, blood test me can do, but then tell me, say, this and that now work, and we can't know. You can't listen to the people them who depend in a company or in a hospital, because pure lie then tell. And because nobody know the for hold them accountable and just laugh and go on their yard. And they are the ones that bring in the health sector into disrepute.
Right, so progress report for the Spanish Town Hospital, the concrete pour. We are at the 2nd floor.
Yes.
2nd floor it reach. You know, it's a six floors that I have, 6-story. We're at the 2nd floor, right?
Yes.
That's what's happening with that right here.
Guys, remember, so we are leave 8 o'clock, so can you just give me 200 likes so we can leave in peace, because I'm not staying all night. I'm there from morning, and I'm going to leave at 8.
Right.
And we can find another live. So like and share, okay, guys? Like and share. Yes, Travis, go on and spread the word.
It is important.
We're going to bed early, Madam Speaker. What's going on?
Because the comrades, if we go on, you go lie down beside my husband at night time.
Hey.
All right. It is.
Send me in.
Let me.
What a way you say I send me diet sheet here. I could have looked like tired.
Not only that, I invited you last night towards Zoom, and I never heard you at all.
So did you send me a diet sheet? That is a number $1 million question.
I didn't, and I will send it to you.
Yeah, and you get the time. I know you're busy lady doing it.
Mr. Cherry, 1 minute.
Just come straight and done, because me I tell you, no, Madam Speaker need to get a scholarship to go up a Manly Law School there.
He's going to start listening to,
worry about
Comrade. Not, remember me did a live last night and then take me, did a one live last night and Comrade then take me down bad me and TikTok.
Where were you? Good for you.
And TikTok ban me and talk about 10 minutes until I try to come up on the live, then ban me. So we can't go live for 24 hours. I look pandemic.
What live were you?
Me never get no trouble, but I think I'm not in the panel light. Me just get laugh a piece soup. Me never did get no trouble, but you know so the comrade and text it for me.
They report you.
Yeah, you know much puzzle me do from me there, so we don't know. You know much puzzle? Yeah, cause every time TikTok ask me for the puzzle.
Munch, let me give you two quick updates, same way again.
Two more updates from Travi from the health sector. So for the persons who are saying that nothing is going on with the health sector and tough time coming in got to go, listen to Travi. Good things are happening in the health sector. Go on.
At KPH, we have installed a 300,000 gallon water storage tank at the Kingston Public Hospital. And if you go down a country, Princess Margaret Hospital, and also a 300,000 gallon water tank. Brand new,
very good.
Has been installed at a cost of 99 million Jamaican dollars.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So guys, you see that? You see that though the government is working. It's just that the oversight, not so
the quality of service, yes, key part of that are the low hanging fruit.
Yes,
because that is what is driving up the misery index. That's what the people complain about mostly. When they go there, they're not being treated properly. You sometimes have to sit down how long before you see doctor, and the nurse them not talk to them as if they're human beings. I despise this type of behavior. I don't agree with it. And the long and short of it is, Mr. Tufton, the complainer returned back to your foot. So you is tasked with getting it together. And that is why I say to you, sir, you have to go into the hospitals and announce.
Right. Tell him because
unannounce and talk to the people on the ground. Right?
And announce with no entourage.
With no entourage. And the head of the administrative staff. Draw them up right there and then when you go there. Because the feedback keeps coming your way. Right. And if people can sit down comfortable in them job without no care, no fear, no favor, what the people are complaining about, then you got always under this pressure, Mr. Tufton.
And the long wait our problem in a sexy chair. You see, if you don't know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, you don't mind waiting. We had to wait in vain because nobody's coming to say anything to you. Nobody's coming to tell you say A, B, or C. And you can't sit down in a one position for hours. So it's not a matter of us waiting in the cars. We know when we go to the hospital, we have to wait. But when my daughter had a boil, she sit down for the nurse, she put her to sit down for the whole from night till the morning, and the next morning we have to carry her to private doctor to go cut her boil. That is the point we're making. Nobody now come back, come tell you say A, B, C, or D. They don't busy with you. That's the problem we have in the health sector. And no matter how much money and how much new facility Travis read out and how much tough time say based on his perspective, Cornwall region is gonna be the #1 hospital in the Caribbean. If the people now get no service, it cannot be #1.
That's correct. That I stand with you firmly on that one. The people must get proper service. That's where the misery is coming from.
Exactly.
Yeah. Nurse attack people in here now.
Madam Speaker, please ask Travi what the plan do the Minister of Health has for Christian Penn Health Center. Come, Travi, come.
As soon as we have that information, I'll update you, ma'am. Let me give you the
look, you need to go get it for Anne-Marie because she want to know.
I'm actually looking. Me see an update for St. Thomas. Me see one St. Thomas Health Center.
You're the one,
not
Jenny.
Seen the one that
Jenny, what is called? Jenny, sir. Jenny is about PNP nurse them are doing.
Jenny Israeli.
Jenny Israeli.
PNP nurse them.
What do you mean by PNP nurse them are doing?
And them, a PNP, them have not treat people good. A haga them mama.
What do you mean by a PNP nurse? You know, so you're a PNP nurse and JLP nurse, I have nurse. Oh, I may tell you about we labor.
Remember the PNP, them have an agenda.
I know.
The PNP nurses have an agenda to prolong the misery index.
Yeah, to let the government look bad.
To make the government look bad.
And people cuss Tufton until Tufton say, oh, not now go on to the health sector. And
Tufton must get. Nurse no deal with you, good down a hospital, and Tufton must resign.
And Tufton no work in the hospital.
Tufton no nurse. Tufton no nurse, and Tufton no eat it all without listen. And no nurse association neither.
No, so she dead and gone. Mere soul respect.
Rest in hell, Bob,
May her
please.
soul rest in hell.
Rest in hell, Bob, please.
May her soul rest in hell fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's that. Where did they work in a year?
Yeah, me get busy at me here. When you put me out, but through you put me out, that take time I drive.
Yeah, draw back in because I need to talk to you. Can you hear some dirty girl Nikisha in a parliament?
No,
Call
me a plan. When me done, me just tomorrow. Tomorrow, me a go make me video about her and tell
Make
her
a video
who
about her
back
tomorrow. Come you know who are Nikisha. Nikisha is of no
standard.
standard.
Back deep and how much DNA a fight for prominence in a fear done out hole.
Exactly. She bright. Look at Mrs. Oldness with David Fairman from she is 6 years old.
From she is from one number penis going on Mrs. Oldness.
Exactly. Look at Anne-Marie Oldness with only one man from her ear, they are knee. What Martha Fairman from she is 18 years old. I meet her man when she is 6. And grew up in a church and keep herself decent. Look at Nikisha, we walk up, she not no back, no belly, no she not no class.
No back, no belly, no throat. Right now, I would have only her ears all alone, a virgin.
The only part, and God forbid the years old, good no good neither.
God forbid the years old, good.
You can't stop with Mrs. Oldness, Juliet. Look at you, and when it comes to qualification, you can't size up. When it comes to class, you can't size up. When it comes to money, you can't size up. When it comes to good body and good old, you can't size up Nikisha. You come and stop with Miss Old, call her girl. You need to bend, you need to drop your pen and bend down and look when you're parliament and you see where you find the girl. Drop your pen out of your hand and look down and you see your girl, you're bright. You can't stop with Juliet Anne-Marie Oldness, not there. Because the woman, they are class. You're
Juliet
trash.
never have to go mash up nobody. Juliet never have to go mash up nobody wedding because the Juliet man married to her.
Yeah.
Juliet never have to go ask nobody nothing at their wedding. Yeah.
Exactly.
Juliet man married to her.
And Juliet, now when they ask Juliet about say how many men she be with, how much relationship she not say many men. You are many men.
Men are Andrew alone. Yeah,
exactly.
She know many men. No many men now.
And please note, people, all of them updates I'm going to is just from Sarah. Southeastern Regional Health Authority. Only for them information I read out to them. I go Western News.
People want to know what go on in the health sector, Trav. You know, we not tell them what go on. Already, me only know the bad part. Me don't know the good part. I'm telling the good part. Me know the bad part. Telling the good part. Yeah. I'll be telling them today in next data before you get busy. We'll tell them again because we are close 8 o'clock. Get a copy of the standing order and go read it. And you, Rosemary Shaw, if you don't understand, call Isaac on the phone. Isaac explain things to you. Yes. If you don't understand waiver, call Nikish, call Lady Justice.
No, call Nikisha.
No, Nikisha.
Nikisha no sense.
I slip me more slip, sister. Call Lady Justice, make Lady Justice explain it to you. Because some of the parliament and the Mark Jefferson go on 7 or 11. On 7 or 11, you have me say different from when as a matter of fact, the entire 14 will come in where the next data no make sense. The entire I'm telling you this with the other 14 where they have.
No, but me I tell you the parliament Jamaica got a disservice. It is an indictment on the parliament if have all dirty thinking Nikisha in there.
Trash
it speaks volumes when you have a Waverly Hines Peter Bunting them in a parliament.
And Rosemary Shaw, but I forgot Rosemary Shaw we can't save Mary level. She don't even know the bill. And I forgot that the two different and over. One don't make one, if you put one together, they don't make one.
Look here. No, it speaks volumes. And when Madam Speaker go for part one year and say people all over is watching our parliament, I felt it.
Yeah.
Look at what they see. No, man.
Yeah, man, it's a disgrace, man.
It's a disgrace, man.
Under the leadership of Mark Gold and Angela Brownberg.
Look here. Fitzhenry said it so right. He
Yeah,
said
man,
this
he wrapped them up.
PNP
Jamaica
under Mark
Yardy.
Wallen, him wrap.
Cut the tape with Apka because Apka wrap them up in a decent. Come remember, me can't wrap them up so, you know, remember me have to go down a belly bottom to them, you know. Wrap them up in a decent way.
Apka do it in a English.
Yeah, Apka do it in a
them-
English.
Apka this them in a standard English.
Yes.
Eh? I love you, Apka.
Big, yeah. Bo.
Mark Golden is a look here.
Worst thing.
Dirty Angela Brown Burke where said go kill Maxine to get seat.
Oh, Jesus. One thing we do not that you rubber out, you know.
Dirty Angela Brown Burke we can't that if you whole man you can't keep never mind good Andrew. Eh? Remember Paul Burke who dead that does him out in Halifax?
Oh, Jesus, that's not a member say decent people are watching live. All right. Pause.
All right, me stop. Tomorrow me turn on my life.
Tomorrow you turn on your life tomorrow and you fix them up nicely. Remember say we have to go church Saturday over the side, you know, we have to take lots of passages.
Guess what? You have special people like Bridget that listen to Carry News.
Yeah, come Saturday, come Bridget, I go say it's a church and I mean not cap your sinner.
Because you know we
see Raquel said no need to go. Where's Raquel? We are going bad. Live life.
No, Raquel, me not go yet. You think me gonna go yet? You give me a little time. Tomorrow me turn on my life. You give me a little time.
But you know that's that. You know why Mark Golden have to put up with everything and I go on so because the
leadership challenge we have October.
Yes.
Yeah, September
come up on the PNP.
Yeah, numbered.
Yeah, man, the PNP.
Numbered.
Yes. Same way so. You see anytime.
Straight down our dirty thinking Nikisha go. I down the Mianar. In I'm out down the tomorrow.
Yeah, man, it's true because September come and Mark Golden want the PNP to be united for go to the conference in the dirty orange shirt come September. He must do every single thing.
Mark Golden PNP to the lowest September. May I tell him that?
But wait until the poll come out. Wait until the poll come out because we drop a poll right before the PNP conference. We're not going here, we're going because Jamaica people don't want to take them yes so no. All the Westmoreland people alone I call phone because they don't want them the same thing. Me the come with them and cost me and say how much it say me if remember say JLP people live down at Westmoreland. Me tell the JLP people alone will live down the next data say get yourself together and prepare yourself.
Yes.
And reach out to us so we can get to know local help because we know PNP now help no. And and Westmoreland is gonna get left behind under the People's National Party. Leave Petal alone, Michelle. Westmoreland is gonna get left behind under the People's National Party next data because they don't really have no ambition and they're not going anywhere no time soon. Because they voted in back the People's National Party and the PNP never done nothing for them in the 18.5 years and then I do it then still not gonna do it now.
In the 18.5 years, the Prime Minister was a member of Parliament down there. Prime Minister. And I don't have nothing, I don't take up house for her head. Me never see this yet.
Yeah, all of a sudden no want house. When the PNP the power never want no house. But since Andrew come in now, we don't want house.
Yeah.
PJ,
yeah, we want PJ. We don't go take PJ. See PJ go buy a house down at France.
And all of them poor people with the PNP a ball for next data. Where they never poor in the PJ. Or when they get so poor all of a sudden, and Andrew they get poor. Or when they get so poor. All these so-called PNP poor people with PNP a ball for and I talk about Andrew wellness not doing for poor people.
For poor people. Andrew don't like poor people. We don't like poor people. We don't like We don't like poor people.
Ryan, so every day we get up and cuss people, sell the government policy. We tend to sell government policy, Ryan. If you listen to it every day, you know, so we are the government policy.
We tell you, you never see when we over here telling us Nicole McLaren Campbell go on a library, go and revamp it.
And we're so happy for her.
Yes,
we want
Ariana right gone a hard. Ariana right gone a hard, gonna send out good policy. And we are ramp up recruitment.
You never hear that. You never hear that when I tell us government look for building for open up classes so we can train more people right across the country in the 14 parishes.
You never hear when Travia read little while I said Spanish Town 6th floor hospital well on track. You never hear the minister say Cornwall Regional A&E open up June. You never hear that John Crow. Dirty thinking PMP, you never
About
hear.
policy. We don't can't come to about policy. We don't can't come to about policy. But one dirty come here to talk about we talk about policy, like we are the policy maker over here. So, but when we soon we can do both. We can wrap on up or we can bring policy. We can do both.
We can't tell on no dirty short back drunk no short back drunk.
Listen, Knox, what you don't need to go there with him because obviously you don't know what going over here. So you don't know, so this is not the place. You understand me? Yeah, him don't know.
I don't know who said it come over here in a closing hour if come upset me.
Whoever send you, go back, go tell them. One back on
over PNP platform, go on in.
Yeah,
over
when Nikisha back rub off, forget position.
About policy.
Tell him say Miss every time say Mrs. Holness never feel lie down for her degree them and her position. She worked for it.
Right, about policy. Go and go tell the young people them down at South St. James say go on a art, go learn a skill. We have plumbing, we have electrician, we have people who do construction work. We need all different type of people for work. Yeah. Tell the people them tell the comrade them in a South St. James and Vivian.
Tell the ugly one them when Nikisha have a play pop the balloon where they tell them say Christopher Tupton have second chance smile program, then teach them all look after.
Tell the Westmoreland Knights, them say, they need to go and get a skill. That is what they need to do because me hear them a ball like a baby last week. Of course, my Prime Minister say, then look on the Naira bill and they don't see nothing in the Naira bill if say, the government are going to build back houses to people. That is very true. So we need to go and help on ourselves. Go and help on yourself, comrades, because this government under Andrew Michael Holness will not build any free house, comrade. You know, yes, in next data, if the PNP they win the election, the money where they get, can they still get the money for borrow from IMF, you know, because you know what?
Some might.
Yeah, man, they would get some might.
Some might.
I don't know if they would get such a good deal because they don't have a good track record. But they don't get little. But you know, it's a PNP. Would I use the money and do handout policy? Do they want to build back the country now?
Yeah, everybody would get 130,000 and 50,000 and 20,000.
Of course. Yeah. The PNP, if the PNP did win the election and Melissa comes.
Somebody that talk to South St. James people and to go hard. Me just want to make them know, say, under this administration, level 4 certificate at heart is an associate's degree and level 5 is a bachelor's degree. All levels of training at heart is free. Free. Everyone know nothing else.
And the government have
exciting.
The government have care programming, give you money when you're done to go buy tools for your trade.
Program. You get money, $500,000 to go buy.
Exactly after that. Me tell them too when they come and tell me about nothing in a Naira for poor people. I say, you're right. Because to be poor is a disgrace and a crime. Something is in it for the people who want to work and to grow the economy and to build back the country. Nothing is in it. Nothing is in it for handout people. And we're not going to apologize for that, comrade, because this government under Andrew Michael Holness is focusing on building back the economy, building back better and building back stronger. That's what we're going to do. We're not busy. We don't know about no one house and handout and no one
handout. And government give $200,000 and you come and talk about a $500,000. You do
but
it's not enough. What you do?
You don't get $1. You don't get if up to me alone, you don't get a red cent.
Not 1 red cent I can't to Alicia.
If I'm me alone, someone will not get a red cent because you know what? We don't never live nowhere before hurricane. Someone will never live in a no house because remember Dayton Campbell say when you go to the comrade house and Kimbo and look up a pure sky massy.
A pure
someone
sky
will never have no house before hurricane Melissa.
People, the comrades, they don't live nowhere. He never hide it. He never say it. He said it in plain language. They don't live nowhere.
But you don't come now. I come back out.
I come make demands.
Yeah,
I
but you
make
know what, more than
demands.
200,000. You don't get too much. Then get too much next data. Come ready now, carry me up to 200K before me left, but you know they make me a mischief with me. Could
At
you tap that?
25,000 at the highest, then get under Percival. For your favorite
Exactly.
boy.
You come and cost government about the $500,000 can build house. I don't know what this, I don't know that. You know, go and go get on job. Go and go get on a job and get on a skill together. And who can get who can do construction, who do plumbing, and who can go on a tourist industry, go and go work, go and go wash plate, go and go cook in the kitchen, go and go clean room, go and get on experience. So when time comes, we go up on the H2B program and go up on the minister live and say, Minister, I have a certificate in housekeeping. I want to go on the program. The minister asks you, do you have any experience? Yes, Minister, I was working at this hotel for 3 years. And you can go. Yeah. Go and get some experience. So
You don't want no work. You don't want no work. Everything you just want free stuff. And that's why hold on no batty will the God. Can no like
all right, Jesus, boy, Mr. By time it like the program mash up. What is wrong with Nax Data? Nax Data, calm down with them, please.
You don't like freeness too much, man. You don't like freeness.
Yeah, man, go and get a skill, comrades, and labor right too. Every single labor right where you hear my voice between 18 and 35. If you don't matter worry if you don't have no degree. Go and go get a skill at heart. Go and get a skill.
Degrees at heart. They can get degrees at heart. Free.
No matter worry if you don't have
go through the program
or you tech and NCU. No matter worry yourself. Art is there for you guys as well.
And Munchi, you know say heart certificates and heart degrees have more power foreign than you will want.
Yes, of course.
You will want, of course.
Exactly.
Well accepted foreign.
Yeah. So if you not hear my voice, I don't know a labor writer or not PNP or none of start vote yet, go to heart. Reach out, go in the community want to live in, or in a district want to live in, or the parish want to live in, and sign up for the art program. And I want to tell you this: if you live in Mandeville, I don't want the art way up at Newport. If too much apply and then do have a space, that will push the government to get another space for you guys to get to the training. So don't worry. Don't worry yourself. Just go and get to know sign up and the government will do the rest. We need workers, we need skilled workers right across the public sector and the private sector as well. Go and go get to know skill. We also need drivers. The Ministry of Labor and Social Security needs some drivers to operate some what the name no travel the tractor, the
heavy duty vehicles, earth moving vehicles.
And the farmer people them want some drivers to drive those heavy duty farming equipment. So if you know
ask a question that Costa. I send a request if I box you want coming on.
Yes. So back to the story.
Ask a question, I send a request.
Guys, the Ministry of Labor is looking for drivers, certified drivers. The Archos, NTA, and some other private people hear about it and start to train people immediately. Go and enroll yourself in one of those classes and get yourself certified and sign up at the Ministry of Labor.
Uncle Darrell said more bus after bus after bus are come. We are going to need drivers.
Also, we're going to need drivers. Exactly. We're going to need bus drivers.
Brown, we are saying driver go foreign. Come on,
man. We need some skilled drivers, some trained drivers. So if you not hear my voice, I want to come with our PNP, go and get yourself certified and stop follow Mark Golin and Peter Bunting and Damian Crawford and Angela Brownberg about poor. Stop with the foolishness about no poor. Once you have life, you have hope. Stop with the poor people. Nothing of them at time with so much opportunity next data. When me I grew up under Percival, nothing for us to do.
Oh God, it was the doom era.
Madam Speaker.
Yeah.
See that customer saying send a request. Look if you see him, they say you have a question.
Under the PNP, when me and you grew up next data, I can remember we all and the comrade and cousins, so we all every day. We don't mind. There was no opportunity for us. Nothing for us to do when we left
Nothing.
school. We are walk around the community. If we can't go, if we parents not the money for send we go university, we better walk and go look if we see one man for there, we put you up in our house.
If we put you up.
Yeah, and
Or
we're
you go
washing
down
dirty clothes with the hand
our
and with washing
agent.
brush.
Our agency carry you down a man to go be about you go do. Where they used to call it, where they send you go sell front. And
Exactly.
that's all it took some exotic people in a hotel, some big people are same thing where agencies send you down a man to go be.
Exactly.
No look here, no go on
Escort
ya.
service. Escort service.
Exactly. Under the
All sort
People's
of things.
National
And
Party,
a
there was no hope.
PNP. There was no hope. There were no opportunities. There was no provisions, no make. Not even ice, they never set phone. And now Andrew
Hey,
come and change things.
no sit down and
Now
talk
no
about the
come and talk about poor and gimme. Oh
A
no,
handout. You know, if
look
stop
here.
it. You know, if stop it, man.
Comrade, we hear that Costa question.
That
Yes,
Costa walk
Mr.
one. We have
Costa,
half an hour to go. What you say now?
Madam Speaker, I'm from other night that I coming back to ask you something because when the minister was on the live other day,
Yes.
I was trying to come up to ask him something, but nobody knew that.
We want to ask him, we can't answer every question.
Yeah, man. Do you have a program for the when you have like a level 3? I have level 3 in painting, construction, plastering and painting.
You never have a program at heart?
No, man. Like for overseas.
No, but you can't go on a Bermuda. They might need people like you over there like hot bread.
Bermuda. Okay.
Yes. You have any visa?
No, I traveled before, but just Small Islands. I never.
All right, look
never.
here now. Let me tell you something now. You need to try get a Canada visa. It's the easiest one right now. Because Donald Trump don't want to see us coming, and you can go to Bermuda. And if you're not nobody over there and you have money, you can go over there and stay a week and spend on an Airbnb and just walk around it very small and talk to people. Whole heap of Jamaican over there. And just you can just ask questions and talk to people, and you so quick you get a walk over there, pay a visitor visa, but me not promote that. Me only tell you say people are do it, and you can get a permit as well, quick and fast. Okay. That is what you can do if you don't want to work at Jamaica. Right now, then we need a painter at Jamaica. Now, when you don't want to work at Jamaica,
but that's what I'm about to say now. I'm about to say with the construction boom that is coming. On the Nara.
I work here and I work at like hotel sandals and rayons.
Man, yes.
Yeah. So
me not get my own contract. So to sometimes I work with the contract.
I understand. You have a business you set up and register everything.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Try and do that, yes.
But, what I'm the minister did have a program. The overseas like the
no, sir, minister none other than the construction program. Most of farm work, then really take kind of farm work and housekeeping, and then the lower income work.
Then I will put me on farmer. Me too.
No, that is what I say. You don't need to go on a foreign go back to yourself again. You just need to go to Bermuda and work 1 3 months and come back down and collect your money.
And you have level 3. Why are you not thinking about upgrading to level 4? And because as I said, the construction boom is coming. In about a month, NARA will be enacted into law.
By August.
Painting now go need. I'm more like when they do finishing touch, them go need painting.
Me there in a school art class, I do my degree doing class.
If you want to do something,
we are doing art. Which art are they? We are doing art. Let me hear about it. These are the things that people want to know in a Muslim. When you come on the platform and there's something if you talk about Muslim and talk about other things. Tell me about the art classes where you go and where you do when we can get other labor rights in
well, we can get other labor rights.
But that Costa, listen to me now, that Costa, what you need to do. You just need to go and get a visa because you do your work at Jamaica already. So you don't need to worry yourself you're better your body again. You can go on a Bermuda and you can work over there as long as you want and get a nice US dollar and come back home with. Because I'm not going to tell nobody to stay at Jamaica when you don't want to go. I want Jamaican when I beg you to turn if you don't want to go on. Because
to me leader. I'm like a foreign man like that. I'm not really a foreign man like that.
I am currently doing AC and refrigeration at art. Look here, Dale Fargo, at them the people that they want in a foreign.
How I do that?
Dale Fargo, same currently doing AC and at them the people that they want in a foreign. Dale Fargo, AC.
Good man. Good
And
one
then
that
something
Dale
they
Fargo.
want in a foreign deal for. But that don't mean to say one of the train a Jamaican run Ghana foreign, even though we want the remittance, not
You
that.
probably have to go do one additional course. Cause HVAC people proper. And let me tell you something, HVAC starting at the $24 to $26 hour when them just start. After a couple of years, you get maybe at least $30 hour.
Exactly.
Do the math.
Good night. You have any job for a massage therapist? Look here, Bobby Brown. When I tell you the truth, Bobby Brown. You see, that is why I couldn't work with government in traffic because I'm more too light. Because you see, massage therapy and practical nursing, the minister need to keep a press conference and tell the young people in Jamaica stop waste their money doing something there, especially practical nursing, that's data. Because it's a scam.
Massage therapy in agency people them used to
It's certain fields like certain degrees. It's just there's an overload in that.
Exactly, it's a scam, Travis.
Going into watch out. Chemical engineering, big money. Civil engineering, big money. But people now going at these things, everybody
massage therapy is a good job, Bobby, because massage therapy is not a high turnover job. When you land a massage therapist job, Travi, if the person is good, then keep that job there for a long time. So it's not a situation where vacancy come up, you get the job. Like if you're an engineer, like what Travis say, electrician, all them people, the people in a high demand
right now. And with the construction boom that is expected, civil engineering, please. Me know one brother man where him graduate 2024 or 2023 and in the Brownbrook project right now. And
KJ, plumbing. Plumbing is another area where you can go in a young people. Plumbing is another area where we don't have enough skilled workers, and once you get in a new job, you can. Let me tell you what me not like. Let me tell you something, Travi. You see, if I was in the job market again, or if me have a son, me did just fling my nephew in the police force because I wanted something easy for him and I wanted him to come out of my house and stop running up my light bill on computer. But I am saying, right, Travi, if I'm a Jamaican and me do construction like all DaCosta, I do plumbing and so. When I get myself trained, Travi, would I get myself trained next data? And then Muda look on the procurement process and whatever the government used to hire people. I would get myself certified and qualified and bid pan government projects as well. Especially now when Arbin Hill and Fayeval say part of the budget put aside for young people and small business owner. You never hear about it? DaCosta? No small business owner can bid pan government contract now. I remember how much percent of the budget the government say under favor because the Small Business Association upset with the government because they said they can't bid pan a project and then they qualify and then they might get cut out of the government contract. And Favor announce it and keep a big expo somewhere about the place. I don't remember where. And now small business owner can benefit from government contract. So if you know a plumber, if you know an electrician, if you know an engineer, set up have work for some people, get on experience together and start on own a company. Investing on yourself. Investing on yourself, young people. And I like back in me and next that time when Percival never put nothing in place for us. We don't have the word at our feet. Investing on yourself. Once you don't have to do the work, good and have no experience. And me say this when my brother used to be in Jamaica, Travi. My brother used to work for Sandals. You know what my brother do? My brother used to put up solar light. You know my brother do? Next my brother buy own a van. He own a cover down van and he own a tool. You see, anytime my brother go on Sandals work, one time and do Sandals work, you see the next time when the people wanted the body to go do any work, we think then call back for do the work and then tell other people and other people. As so my brother used to do when in there Jamaica, you know. Right now my brother there Bermuda and tell me say I come back and because in that live good at Jamaica and everything with glitter is not gold over there. He say money I make but the bills over there so high. And sometimes he can't bother if you work, but out himself for people because him already having house and everything. And as soon as his daughter left university, he might come back home because he must living like a king in a Jamaica. Come my brother just buy himself a van next daughter and cover it down with him tool under it. Marjorie. And anything you see him go do in boss work and done, he might look work for himself. And he do the boss work from Monday to Friday and on Saturday and Sunday he do for him own work. 7 days a week, my brother used to work. 7 days a week. I don't want to think so my brother old, because my brother in his 40s. Early 40s too. My brother not 45. In case you now wonder. My brother is not, my brother early 40, like 42, young 40s, I mean.
Munchi, me see one young Jamaica breaking news business are going here. When a young Jamaica member they drop out.
Hey, which one?
Me no want to butcher that man name. Me know some. I listen. Me can't pronounce the name. Sorry.
You mean the young boy?
Yeah, one young boy.
What wrong with him?
Pass away. Young Jamaica reported this morning.
The president will have the IMUR name?
Yes, him.
Jesus Christ, don't make a drop down.
Yeah. Him say, man. The youth ambassador, youth parliamentarian, young Jamaica chairman for Southeast St. Catherine, Mr. Imru, whatever that name is. He
was
died
sick,
earlier this
Scott.
evening after a brief period of hospitalization.
Oh my God, me love him. I input out all of the statement and the whatever.
Yes.
Travi.
I
put out all of the statement and I beat PNP all time with the Jack Den thing. Jesus Christ, we are mourn, guys. We Black Panther there.
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep. Young Jamaica posted it 27 minutes ago. Young Jamaica.
Jesus God, we are mourn. Empress, come with some song. Empress, come with one nice song.
Empress, before you start play the song, my sinus has
the politics don't traffic. Go on.
Hey, what did you say?
Remember, Empress main job is in health.
Hey.
Guys, Empress gave me a remedy towards my sinus.
Yes.
When was it? Sunday evening,
sir.
And I started using it Sunday night. My sinus has improved.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
200%.
Hey. Let's see
tablet dead.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. Tablet dead, guys. Come, Empress.
Thank you very much, Empress.
Thank you, Empress and Travi. You can't go on now. Guys, we are mourning.
Learning to lean.
Jesus.
I am learning to lean on Jesus.
Where's Sister Tracy?
Finding more power than I ever knew. I am learning to lean on Jesus. Yep.
Any selection, guys? There's a play Grants Morgan. There's a place up there for people like you.
Okay, Grants Morgan.
Jesus, what a sad situation, guys. What a sad.
I'm very young.
Yeah. You know him Petal?
Wemby.
Him has put out the statement with the Jack Den thing. Him have the IMUR name. I don't know him name, but him have a little round head and him. You don't know him, man? Jesus, God of grace.
On camera, would I show you?
Thank you so much, Travi.
Let me play another one.
Thank you so much for joining me today. See you guys tomorrow, okay? All right, later, Travi, later, Empress, later now.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
disrespectful.
Right.
You remember I said the I said
yeah, remember. It was over YouTube though. It wasn't over here.
Yes. This is under the same principle. The Prime Minister of dictatorial tendencies. I see it many times. But people miss it. It does not take criticism well.
So if you got a government want to struck out a law, now and when the same law work on the people who themselves doing scamming and certain things where more can take where people things where they got no proof of them asset and stuff. So when you remove that law for yourself, what about the rest of people? So when we don't understand.
No, that's why I said it seems like the Prime Minister is planning to stay in power forever. Because this law, it should not be about him.
Who struck out law? Which government want to struck out law? And are you saying when put this thing in power?
This law should be a safeguard for the checks and balances.
Because it catch you now, you want to strike it out.
Personal. This actually makes me feel uncomfortable listening to that, actually.
It's absolutely a disgrace. And then you got Jamaican still sit down and that says, oh, September 3rd, and Punkus and these guys say these kind of things. That proves September 3rd proves in the pudding. Says we don't hear of corruption because we vote him back in.
So Seabreeze, you have officially made us a target now.
Well, you know, me I feel let you know because it seems like you still don't know what these guys are about and what they are doing, and they are part of Mashing Jamaica. They don't even know what they're doing, just a party reason, because you cannot stand up. Because any one of these people have a taxi on the road and the driver is messing with the money, they take the taxi away from the driver. So why you take the taxi away then? Leave the taxi driver with your taxi. Make him rob you, if that's the case. Because it seems like you only I don't understand this country. I don't understand these people. So
1 minute, please. Seabreeze, you have the one where Mr. Wellness say, you will have one or two taxi.
Oh, that one there, sure. Oh God, man. If that's all I'm telling already.
They make him be a man if you have that million trillion.
The Jamaica people must know. They have accept it and they have to find the reason why they have to know. They have to know.
So mind games and crispy. Now we know why they don't want him Seabreeze to talk.
Right. Because I don't got no time to pick up no rubbish and I not take no CFN event for nobody when you're doing wrong. Because if that was my kid, bring something, come home and you cannot show me the receipt, you gotta bring it back. So that's life. For me, I don't give them like me.
Let's say Seabreeze is a PMP. Seabreeze was and did want Mark Olin to win because of the policies with what he put in for poor people. He said he didn't want him to get a try and he advocated about it. But
Miss Charmaine, me personally, I didn't want Mark Golding to win. I think if the PNP had another candidate, then I would have endorsed the other candidate if he had better ideas. But I thought Mark Golding was
friends, you know.
For me, Mark Golding fell down, and I think the PMP is going to be in the wilderness for a generation at the minimum.
Why?
And the reason is, and let me explain to the comrades. The reason is Mark Golding got an opportunity to be tough on crime, and he did not take it. When in the debate, when the issue of crime came up, instead of saying that, look, the 15-year mandatory for gun possession is a good start by the Prime Minister. Equipping the police is a good start by the Prime Minister, but I am going to go harder. It will be, I'm going to make it life imprisonment for gun possession. I'm going to make life imprisonment without parole for analyzing someone. I'm going to make the commissioner independent from the political system.
Look here.
The Jamaican people have supported him.
Chris, me love you when you're talking, because you're listening most, but I'm going to say this to you. You see, politicians both sides, especially the JLP side, they know you whole like gunman them and they know I see crime and them start.
Yes, but what I'm saying, I am giving the recipe.
But JLP is just that.
I am giving the recipe that Mark Golding should have used to win the election. And because the crime is a pressing issue for Jamaicans who are non-partisan. That's a big deal, right? So when you want to win
you see
an election, you have to cater to people's most pressing issues.
Yes.
For example, in American election, in the GOP, in the Republican Party,
yes.
In 2015,
you know, Chris.
Hold on, no. In 2015, the then private citizen Trump, he conducted an internal poll amongst Republicans and asked them what they were most concerned about, and they said immigration. And in his first speech, when he was announcing his candidacy, he gave a tough immigration policy, and he never looked back. Mr. Goldie should have done the same thing.
Can I say something now?
Chris, if you don't know why you say nobody talk foolishness over here, man. Because I not take foolishness.
Hold on, Sydney, hold on, let me answer and then leave it to you all, because making noise where I'm at. Everybody make mistake in life and everybody has to learn. Because I think Jonas learn about politics since he is there. He use money and learn everything. Because everything they do are money. And if I should sit down and talk, because they know how much money get 50,000 for vote, too much get that and that and that and that. I don't want to go there. Let me tell you. I feel, for me, I cannot tell you to feel what you feel, but I know Mark Golding could do a good job. All of the madman and the gunman them come through Ibadan, liberate them, same one send them away, because they don't want them bus pan them. Right now, one day on the internet, them have to pet him like baby if you know about them secret.
Alright, so let's eliminate this.
Let me say something to Chris, because I don't know what you really are saying. You know how much seat we did have before election, Chris?
I knew.
How much?
I think maybe 13 or something like that.
14.
How much
14,
we have now, Chris? How much we have now, Chris?
30 something.
No, we have 28.
28. Okay.
14.
Well,
okay.
I'm doing just ask you a question. You know, say PNP and a Mark Golding, we get 104 new voter who never vote yet, you know. They never depend the voting list. One, you understand me? 104,000 more vote, you know, 104,000 more vote, right? And the JLP will get 40,000, right? So I just thief the election and they know them thief the election and not really win, JLP win. So when you say them, and if I never Mark Golding, Chris, you know, say Andrew Walnes turning a dictator. I 7 times in cabinet, Mark Golding carry him to court, want turn the constitution and Mark Golding beat them a court. You say if I never Mark Golding, I know we couldn't talk like what we are talking.
That's true. That's true.
All right, well, guys.
All right. Let me respond to something there. Let me respond to something there.
Hold on.
When
Crispy, 1 second.
Hold on.
Crispy, 1 second.
Okay.
Because I'll let you guys speak. And as I said, I like to stay on a little bit on policies. I think when there's an incumbent in the government, if you are the opposition, your message or your alternative has to be something that is stronger than what's been offered. when you look at, Mark Gole didn't have a good message. He didn't have a blueprint because if as a true Jamaican, as I said, we can vote for anybody, somebody background. I can vote for anybody I want, right? In based on if I look at somebody who outlined the issues to me more clearer, and I had to choose from the two evils, I would have had to vote for Andrew Holness. And I'm
Man,
not
you're
a
crazy,
person
man.
who,
You see,
sir, I don't vote.
you talk foolishness, you know, man. You what you Mark Gole
Your friend
Go
talk
to,
when you want to talk.
what
You
is
can't
this
hear what
guy?
he say.
Who is this? We cannot talk to these people, you know. They don't understand. We're not the same. We're not a part of any party.
I thought these set of people that understand already, you know, but I think we have got to teach them as well.
JT, I'm going to run to the store and come back. Let me say something. Let me respond quickly to the gentleman that because
I took
comrades.
him down. I took him down.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah,
Let me speak to him and other comrades because I hear the starting point. They're talking about the number of seats that Mr. Golding won in the most recent election as evidence of a successful tenure for him as a leader, right? Here is where that is flawed. When you study Jamaican election results over, say, the last 30 plus years, and the 2020 election was an aberration. That was not the norm. And the norm for Jamaican election results is what happened most recently. When the PNP only won 14 seats, that was not the norm. That was not because of the Jamaican people saying that Mr. Holness was a great prime minister, right? That was because of that was around the COVID issue, right? So you can't look at an aberration and then look at when things come back to the norm and say the norm is evidence of success. Because in truth and in fact, Jamaica is a PNP country.
So like me not really understand the mindset of these people. Me only hear them I really say understand. So
do you guys understand what I just said?
We understand what you say, Chris. But what me I say now still, I just say so you have to tell me say right now to everything what they go on in Jamaica with the Melissa disaster and the situation of the people and the response what them get from the government. No help, no this, no that. They will still vote for him against him, yeah?
No. Listen to what I'm saying, though. If as I said, that's why in the last election I said if I had to choose a candidate, I would have rather not voted. But if I had to choose a candidate that outlined the points, I think Mark Golding was flat in his debate. He lacked vision. He didn't command the issues. He was debating the prime minister on a more personal level because
as you see, this is these people, even the people on the TikTok, I saw them come across. So it's but for me, it's just the situation with this government.
Hear me out, Seabreeze. I'm gonna let you fly. So when I look at, because there's also a skill that politicians have as well, I think Mark Golding, the PNP leadership didn't fit the moment. He didn't fit the moment, the leader that was required to get Jamaicans to
JT, he didn't fit the bill of a state, man.
He didn't fit the bill of a state, man. And people have to be honest about that. That's why I'm saying
kind of dull in an approach, kind of.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he didn't command the.
So we understand. Like, we understand what you say. We understand what you say. Like,
he didn't. He wasn't able to galvanize a revolution.
Just like you got two brothers, one of them quiet and one of them more outspoken.
Yeah, and politician, you have to know your.
Yes, you have to have that kind of fire in your belly.
Yeah, he didn't have that fire.
Yeah, you see, that's why more time people that say them would have mentioned Crawford or certain other people because I know the reason why, but is that like say him not a good man still, but he need a bit more fire.
Damian
Need to
Crawford
be,
is
you
gonna
know.
struggle.
But
Damian Crawford is gonna struggle to win as well, and I will touch on that at a later date. He's gonna
Yeah.
struggle
well,
to
you
be the
see,
leader. He's gonna
When you look
struggle.
at like on the Obamas, you look at even Andrew Hornis. He does have that charisma. He come out with that charisma.
right. So that him use, and
yeah. And I'll be honest with you. That same little Lisa hype you guys are
Lisa
casting
Hanna.
away.
Lisa Hanna could have beaten
Lisa
Andrew
Hanna.
Holness.
Sorry, Lisa Hanna.
Lisa Hanna was the
But you
only
see,
person who could have beat Andrew Holness.
all them have to do is control the corruption, no matter who going up on the power right now. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
so that's why
Corruption
we
help with crime, you know. When corruption is ramped up, crime ramped up. You have to use them things there to curb them things there and the country move forward. So if you carry on Joel is going about, everybody happy to see this young Jamaican man and him take down the man over the two shop them Azan and go on somewhere and me say yes. Then him know him coming at the same station. So it's like
so let me just outline these people again. If you're watching this platform, we are non-partisan. We are Jamaica first, and we want Jamaicans. We know we're not going to be able to change the mindset of people who are already affiliated to either party, but we want Jamaicans to start to vote on the issues. We want Jamaica to move away from letting them drunk you and give you managed water and get you to jog you to go vote a morning. We want Jamaicans to zoom in and read a little bit. Listen to these politicians when they speak. Sometimes they give it away without you even notice. They tell you what they're gonna do sometimes, but you just go over your head because people are like wine. You look around, they say, I see a man a wine all pan one of the MP them, a woman a wine pan a MP around there. So a girl they pan her head top pan a bus. Give a hear what they say, what they say, we're gonna take the country. We got to get our people out of this madness and get people to sit down and realize that politics is going to affect the future of your children and your children's children. It's a very important duty as a citizen when you cast your vote to know what you're voting for. And trust me, if we don't get our people out of this mindset, we're going to continuously vote for people who don't mean Jamaica any good, who put themselves first, put their families first. And I'm talking on both sides of the aisle. There are things as far as the crime. I think the Prime Minister is doing an amazing job, but the Jamaican economy is underwater. I don't care what we ran through the numbers today. And no matter what anybody wants to say to me, the economy is in a terrible state. The cost of living is going up. And I'm not liking what's happening where Jamaicans are getting pushed off the beaches. Everywhere is turning into a resort.
And that's
There
good
was
Not true,
job.
sir. Not true. Not
And
true,
that's
sir.
good
Not
job.
true.
How you
Not
can
true.
if he was doing a good job, how is the economy not working? It is the first
No,
priority.
I said on crime. I said on crime. He's doing a good job on crime.
Listen, I told you already enough
On crime.
crime is them they run with them gonna cross the border all about.
I'm going off the listen. When a person is coming to visit Jamaica, tour, they're not gonna get into the crux of what's happening on the ground. They're going to look at the review that Jamaica gets from
But
a
with
world
respect, I'll come
perspective.
back another time. I got to left, so
Okay, all right, take care.
I'll
So,
pass back again.
yeah, so I'm looking at Jamaica from a global standpoint. I'm looking at Jamaica through a global lens. As I said, as far as the crime is concerned, I give the Prime Minister a B plus. When it comes up, there's this biker riding in the back. When it comes on to the economy, I'm not going to argue with anybody about the economy. The numbers are there. The economy is in a slump. And it's just clear. It's negative growth 3 years in a row. The recovery, the country still haven't recovered post COVID-19. Ghost, there's so many things we're gonna be talking about. We're gonna upset people who are PNP. We're gonna upset people who are JLP. We're gonna upset people who are aliens, people who are non-humans, whatever you are. We're gonna agree sometimes, and we're gonna disagree because we're not gonna end up on any side. Because if you're truly for Jamaica, you're gonna piss off some people.
Me like that. Me like that.
If you're truly for Jamaica, you're gonna piss off some people. So anybody who's coming here and think they can get us to go on any side, you're running into the wrong set of guys. If you're on the side of Jamaicans, if you're on the side of Jamaica, this is the place to be. And if you're just driven by your partisan views and, you know, from your growth, your grandmother vote for Labour at our PNP, may God go with you. We cannot save you. You're on your own.
Some people say they were Siaga Labour and they were Manly PNP.
Yeah, that good for them.
They got some picture in the yard. So see there, they are take picture with Siaga, but take picture with Manly.
Yeah, I don't have time for that. I worship no politician.